I know that I met Colin quite early on and was very impressed when I first heard Filter Bank. Probably, I'm guessing he might have been the first person to ever come out with a plugin that made an attempt to replicate some of the classic gear. And that's not why I used it, though. I used it because it just sounded great. To this day, if you run into any of my assistants on the street, just ask them about E6. I probably use at least 10 to 20 E6s every mix. I'd say in terms of the amount I use it, it would be E6. So I like that. I love Futzbox. I love the ML series. They're just great limiters. I really like the 555 de-esser is an underrated de-esser. It has a lot of, the more power you have, the more you have to learn how to use something. It's not a walk up to it and use it de-esser, but when you spend a little bit of time, not much, 15 minutes with the manual, it's very powerful de-esser. And I love the saturation plugins, AC1 and 2. I use those a lot. I use Revolver, the impulse response reverb. I use that a lot because I can EQ within the program. I can do a lot of things within the program. I like it. There's a spring reverb impulse I use in that a lot. Gosh, Colin puts crack or heroin in his plugins because once you start using them, you're addicted like crazy, you know? They just work. They're very musical, partly because Colin is such a musical cat. He's a keyboard player. He understands keyboards. And they're not just zeros and ones in mathematics. They're very musical and usable. So nothing he makes is less than really good, and most of his stuff is excellent and great. I need tools. I don't need hype. I use these things for a living. So sometimes a carpenter doesn't think about what a great hammer he's got. He just builds houses all damn day long with it, and the hammer never fails him, you know? This isn't a question, but I'm going to answer it anyway. Dave, what is it you like about Colin? One of the things I like about Colin is that he listens to us, the user, the end user. And Colin takes input from us because even though he is an engineer, he does use his own products. No one person can know everything about how they're used. And so if you listen to your customers, you're going to obviously create a better product. If you're a restaurant owner or a clothing company or a plug-in company. And Colin's very receptive to input from his circle of friends that he trusts and works with. The thing that I like the most is the access to the club has been granted to more and more and more people because of affordability. I think that's the best thing, because when the audio world was only available to a few elitist people, they controlled what music sounded like. Those same elitists have screamed and clawed and yelled and tried to do everything they could to keep the average little guy out, but he's in, and he can get the same gear I use. And I think that's a wonderful thing, because I think when you have that many people making music, the odds are that you're getting access to the best music that's ever been created. I'm really happy that Colin did the AAX, because I use those so much, and to have that part of that system is definitely comforting. The fact of the matter is the platform is the best thing going in the world of audio. Nothing can come close, period. Absolute period. I can make that statement with total confidence. You'll never find anything that sounds better than the HDX system. And to make the HDX system reach its potential, you're going to have to use the AAX plugins. They are designed to optimize and take a complete and total advantage of the hardware that they're designed to work with. It would be like putting a 6-cylinder engine in a Maserati or a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. It's still a Lamborghini, and it'll still go around curves, but it's just not using the platform efficiently, you might say.